so that, thank you, so that, you can pick down some important points. So first, I'm going to start with an auspicious prayer, apart from the ones you guys have said. Om Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaram, Guru Shakshat Param Brahma, Tashma Shri Gurave Namaha. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaram, Guru Shakshat Param Brahma, Tashma Shri Gurave Namaha. Om 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 Vrishabham Charsaninam Vishwarupam Madabhyam Brihaspati Varenyam. Om Vrishabham Charsaninam Vishwarupam Madabhyam Brihaspatim Varenyam. Om Agyanatimirandasya Gyanam Gyanam Shalakaya Shakshuramalitam Yena Tashma Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manubhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadabhayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapada Kamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatham Sahaganam Raghunatham Tam Sajivam Sadvetam Savadutam Parijanam Sahitam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vrishakam Vitamscha. Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopisa Gopika Kantha Radha Kantha Namustate Tapta Kanchana Gaurange Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, decoding the mystery of your birth. First of all, we must understand that man is a free agent. You are a free agent. But what does it mean that man is a free agent? What does it mean? Man is a free agent. Considering man's action as free or controlled, or as controllable or destined. The important point to be examined in this are our acts, the result of antecedent causes, or are we directed by, in all of our affairs by external influences, such as the so-called cosmic vibration, mental impulse from without, or tendencies in and around us. In other words, our life as we live them generally affect, our environment, and invincible impulses and urges over with which we have no control, and by which certain opportunities and temptations are brought before us, and which we either accept and utilize or deny and cast aside. The wishes of God may truly be the dictate of an omnipotent being, and man is unquestionably affected by the will of God. The method whereby the will and the desire of God are expressed are brought into our consciousness, into the consciousness of a man. However it is, however little it is, or it is little understood even by those who devote their lives to the propounding, meaning to the preaching of God's law and his direction of the universe. They believe in a personal God who has destined and decreed for each individual before birth a course and a career which will inevitably become manifest in the life of each individual after birth, regardless of the will of man and his application of the divine power within him, which is his birthright, is a pagan belief, unsupported by the testimonies of life itself and by the revelations of spiritual and natural laws within applied understanding. Students may learn through the present system that the will and wishes of God are expressed in man in the form of inspiration, and this inspiration may be carried to man through tendencies, impulses, urges, and propitious presentation in the form of opportunity and temptation. How many of you understood all I have said right now? What we are explaining here, right here, is, first of all, before we start discussing about the importance, or before you start understanding or decoding the different dates of your life, it is important for you to understand how this came to being. First of all, you must understand yourself as a man, as a human being. Are you free? Do you have a free will? Everything you are doing, do you think you are doing it free, or something else is the one that is guiding you? Like there's an extraordinary force that is pushing you to do some certain things, and you don't understand why. There are some people, they have this strong impulse when something wants to happen or they want to do something, they just feel like, I need to do it. Until they do it, they are not peaceful. What is it that pushes you to, like, I need to do this thing? I need to, you are restless. There's this restlessness that, troubles you. You can't sleep, you can't eat, you can't, there's just restlessness. And why is it that these urges comes whenever we are curious? It is only when we are curious, that is when these urges come. When there is no curiosity, it doesn't come. Just like, for example, if you have a problem, or your teeth is broken, or your car breaks down, and then you go to meet a mechanic. The mechanic says, this is the problem, you need to fix it. That automatically becomes embedded into your subconscious, that you're like, I need to fix this, I need to fix this, I need to fix this, I need to fix this. You feel so uncomfortable until it is fixed. What is that subconscious that forces you? And there's a part of yourself that feels incomplete. What is that subconscious that forces you, or that compels you? A lot of us, there are some certain forces that compels us to say some certain things we say from our mouth that we're like, why did I say this thing? What is that energy? Or what is that force that sometimes it is when we are angry? We say things. Or sometimes when our emotion is riled up, when our emotion is high, we think things towards certain people that sometimes are not good. There are many of us that are here that we've seen somebody and we think that something bad should happen to somebody. Although we may not have seen the person, but that thought comes. What is that impulse that pushes us to think like that? There are some of us that when we see somebody, there's some very dirty thoughts that just comes to the mind, but we don't know why. What is it that what is that force that brings that dirty thought to our mind? Some people are not able to control that force, and when that dirty thought comes to their head or that bad thought comes to their head, they're not able to control themselves. They look like they become possessed, that they do certain things that it's like, is this a human being? And some of us, we are able to control ourselves, but still the voice and the compelling is still there. The urge is still there. So what is that force that is guiding a man? Man, is he a free agent? A lot of people say everything is happening by the decree of God. But is it really true that it is everything that is happening by the decree of God and not some of the activities that we think about in our head? That is what implies some certain event that takes place in our life? Then what is the factor of the mind? What is the factor of the mind? Here is an assignment you guys should write down that we are going to discuss before the ending of the class, which is, how many of you have you ever had a negative thought that came upon you and you don't know how it happened? And that kind of negative thought, how often does it come upon you? This is the first that you guys should be thinking about before we go to the ending, because we're going to have some discussion. Okay? So moving on. The cosmic rhythm and the cycle of life. For you to understand the mysteries of your birth date, you must understand the cycle of life. How many of you, when I spoke about the cycle of life, how many of you understand what I'm saying here? Apart from reading what I'm sharing in the screen for you, but how many of you, just by hearing the word cycle of life, what do you understand? African trader, what do you understand? Cycle of life.
From what I understand, cycle of life is the seasons, the changing seasons that interchange from being cold to being very hot. You know, the interchanging of seasons. That's what I could say or understand about it.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you. What about you, Latifatu?
Baba, my mind is gone now.
Bring your mind back here. Go take a
Now we come, brother.
bottle of water. Bring your mind back.
Okay.
Yes, Mr. Abraham. Where is Mr. Abraham? Okay, iPad.
Is Lisette, Baba? I would say birth and death, maybe.
Yes, Miss Lisette, Mrs. Lisette.
The cycle, the birth and death.
Yes, the cycle of life. What do you understand by that?
I would say from birth to death.
From birth to death. Very good. Very good.
I don't know.
Very good. Yes, thank you. You tried. Thank you. What about you? Yeah, Atipong.
How many times you've been to this earth?
How many times you've been to this earth? All right. Powerful. Thank you. Cycle of life. Good. Thank you. What about you, Mrs. Irene?
From birth to life and death and back again.
From birth to life to death. What? Thank you. Thank you. Mr. Razak?
Talking about the changes that happen to a human being
The
in life. That's from birth to adulthood, to old age, and then death.
Very good. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Mr. Abraham? You're muted.
I've said it.
I did not hear you.
I said rebirth.
Rebirth. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Abby?
The reoccurrence of things in our life, things that happened and happen again, often and often in our life.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
To death.
Thank you. Well, you guys have given wonderful explanations. All of you have given powerful explanations. But this is my own explanation to that. Cosmic rhythm, everything about your life is all about vibration. From the voice, you guys are hearing my voice right now. It is a vibration. Everything that is happening in your life is a vibration. Even like right now, Mrs. Abby, she's holding her son. Just by you holding your son, there's a vibration that is being emanated from your son to you. Now, this cosmic rhythm creates a cycle in our life. And this cycle is influenced by the date and the date that we were born on the surface of the earth. This cosmic rhythm. The foolish person tried to ignore the phenomenal fact of life simply because he cannot learn the theory which explains them. A lot of us were like, no, I don't believe in this, but I don't believe in vibration. I don't believe in energy. I don't believe in any of this. Really? Because you cannot see it doesn't mean it is not there. Right now, I'm talking to you guys. Do you see my voice? Do you see my voice? You only know that there is a voice talking. You hear, but do you see it? You don't see it, but it is there. Because you cannot see it doesn't mean it is not there. It is there, but it is a vibration. And because it is a vibration, we are being directed and being pulled in certain ways that we ourselves, we don't have understanding about how it is happening. And this vibration is also connected to your emotion. Your emotion. And it starts with how you start your day. How you start your day. The kind of energy vibration you bring upon yourself when you start your day, that is what determines how your whole entire day is going to go. A lot of us, when we wake up in the morning or when we start our day is started with complaining, worry, shouting. Then the whole day is going to go like that. Because it is a vibration that we've started our life with. We vibrate. That vibration is so powerful. And especially for married women, it is more even higher because then they have to shout on the child, go dress yourself, do this. They have to nag. So there's a vibration that is being created. And that vibration influences your future. It influences your finance. It influences your health. It influences everything about you. And that is why it is important. They say, when people say, work on your vibration, oh, you guys, a lot of people say, I don't like the vibration I get from this person. Life is about vibe, right? You know, you need to vibe up to me. What are they trying to say to you? The energy. So the foolish person tries to ignore the phenomenal facts of life simply because he cannot learn the theory which explains them. With all the logic at our command, we may reason out of the domain of the possibilities of everything that we call a theoretical explanation of the cosmic rhythm, which produce the various cycles of life. But we cannot, with the same logic and reasonableness, ignore the facts which have been observed. To the same degree that we may claim that electricity does not exist because the source, we cannot see the source and the source is unknown, its nature may not be known to everyone who reads, yet by the manifestation it proved to be a fact in the phenomenal world. So we may ignore the invincible vibration of cosmic rhythm and smile at the possibilities of these things being divided into manifest cycles of period. Yet the phenomenal facts are quite observable and undeniable. It is sufficient to say, therefore, that all energy in the universe of whatever nature has but a single source, but in its emanation and radiation becomes divided into various phases of adulation called vibration. Every stage of your life is a vibration. Even your death itself is a vibration. And this vibration is all instilled with the phenomenal numbers that you are born with. And that's what we are still going to. But first, you must understand all of this first before we get to the main thing. This class is divided into two parts. There are some for students here and there's some students in different places. So there's part 1, part 2. The period of earthly cycle. Cycles of time for the existence of things are like lines drawn from starting point and continue for various lengths. And each of these lines is divided into periods or segments, sections or sectors, as you choose to call them, as we may call them, of equal length. Each of these sectors constitute a different manifestation of cosmic urge, impulse, or influence, tending to direct the progress and development of each thing. The ancient philosophers and teachers accepted the eminent philosopher's statement that in the beginning of all creation, God geometrized. Do you guys know what that means? It means that for creation to be made, it was made with what? Calculation. Everything about you is a calculation. The numbers of bones in your body, the numbers of bones in your rib, the numbers of bones in your spinal cord, the numbers of bones about every stage of your life is all about numbers. Everything around you is a number, is a calculation. And when you are able to recognize and identify this number and calculation, then you'll be able to start understanding the mystery of life. It is true that the more we search into the origin and operation of spiritual and natural law, the more we find that the whole scheme of each individual being in the universe operates and manifests in accordance with the principle of what? Geometry. How many of you have heard the word Fibonacci? The Fibonacci law. How many of you have heard that? Have you heard the word, the Fibonacci law or Fibonacci principle? Okay. The Fibonacci principle speaks about how everything is connected in numbers. Everything about your life is connected in numbers. And we relate with people also based on what? Numbers. There is a size of your cloth. There's a length of your hair. There is the length of your eyebrows, the length of your arm, the length of your feet. Everything about your body itself is what? It's numbers. Your house is built with what? With calculations of numbers. Your child is born with what? Calculations of numbers. The moon influences your cycle with what? Calculations of what? Numbers. From when you were born to when you grow up to this extent that you are right now, you are also using what? The calculation of what? Numbers. Everything about your life is numbers. And when you know how to tap into these subtle numbers, this is the problem. A lot of people don't know how to tap into these subtle numbers. And because they don't know, They are perplexed. Even when you want to perform a spiritual ritual, even if you want to perform a spiritual ritual, it is also based on what? Numbers. You need to get this number of item, bring this number of this, bring number of this, number of that, number of that. Is what? Numbers. 7 fruit, 7 apple, 7 this, 7 that. It's numbers. Even to people that may not be as intelligent as we are right here, they are all using what? Numbers. The numbers of steps you move from your house to your working place, the numbers of steps you take from your room to your kitchen to your toilet to your room, it's all numbers. Even as you are looking at me right here and you are listening to the sound of my voice right now, your breathing also is in pattern. And that pattern is what? Numbers. Everything about your body is numbers. Without numbers, your body becomes disorganized. Your spine, how many spinal cords how many bones are in your spine? Do you know? Your ribs, how many bones are there in your ribs? In your human body as it is like this, do you know how many numbers of bones comprises and make it a human body, a skeleton? Yes, who wants to tell me? Mr. Blair, you want to tell me?
I thought it's 7 for the ribs. It's 7, but for the other part, I don't know. I have no idea.
Are you sure it is 7?
7. Each part has 7 ribs.
Each part have 7 ribs. Are you sure? Okay.
Hello.
Hello. Yes, Mrs. Lisette. You want to tell me?
What is it? 24?
24 ribs.
Or the ribs? Oh no, I thought you were talking about the spine.
Okay. How many? Okay. Yes, sorry. The spine. How many? She said 24. Yes, African trader. I can't hear you.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
I'm saying 5.
5.
5 ribs.
5 ribs. 5. Okay. So 5 on the left, 5 on the right. Okay. We're going to come back to this. So, numbers. Everything about your body is a perfect work of geometry. Geometry. And even to wear a cloth, you must calculate it. To have a cloth that suits your body, it must be what? It must be calculated. You can't wear any kind of cloth. Why should the cloth be calculated? Yeah? Why? Because your body itself is all nothing but numbers. And because it is numbers, that is what the computer system, computer algorithm and everything is. How do you think they're able to calculate your face? It's all numbers. So understanding this fact that even from the beginning of creation to the ending of creation, it is all numbers. And that is why I say here, the more we find that the whole scheme of each individual being in the universe operate and manifest in accordance with the principle of geometry, God is the greatest architect, yes, but also the greatest mathematician, and you are a magnificent structure of mathematical calculation. Because everything about you, the numbers of, do you know how many numbers of hair you have on your eyelash? Do you know? On your eyebrow, do you know how many numbers of hair? Your head, do you know how many numbers of hair? But do you know that before it was there, it was all calculated and it was all, put in your body? All was calculated. Even your pores, the pores of your body, which the small hair that comes out of, your arms, even the pore, the numbers of hair that is in your pore is also calculated. Now let us do a little experiment. How many of you know the numbers of hair, like that comes out of one pore of your body? Look at your hand and look at the skin. Try to see how many hair is coming out from one hole. Look at your hand. Look at your hand. How many? And look, try to see how many hair is coming out of one hole. How many hair is coming out?
Some are one, some are two.
Some are two. Okay. And?
Yeah, some are 1 and 2. 1 and 2. 1 and 2.
1 and 2. 1 and 2. Why these numbers? Have you ever looked at your palm and your hand and try to see the hair that is coming out? Even your leg. If you look at your leg, not now, you can do that later. Look at your leg and see the hair that grows on your leg. That itself, it's a particular calculation. Even your hand here, this basis of your hand here, where hair grows here, even here itself, it is a particular numbers of hair that grows there, mainly 1. To some people, and to some people, it is 2. But do you know that the numbers of hair that grows from your body talks about the kind of a person you are? Yes. If you have in your arm like this, and you have 3 hair growing from one hole, such people, they are always poor. If you have 1 hair growing from one hole, 1 hair growing from one single hole, such people, they are scholarly, intelligent. And if you have 2 hair, then the intelligence is not so much, it is average. So everything in your body is all designed. And it is only those that knows the science, that knows how to read it. In ancient times, before a child is being given in marriage to any man, every part of her body is analyzed for a woman and for a man. And from this, they are able to detect, okay, this person is this, and this one is like this. Because the hair in your body, the hair that grows in your body, speaks a lot about you. Because there's a reason why the numbers are there. Even in divination, when you are divining to God, or you want to divine to know about something that has not happened in a person's life, it is also what? Numbers. Either you use tarot card, you use cowries, you use shell, you use sand. It is what? Numbers. Okay, moving on. Any question? Okay, so moving on. Simple period of human life. Please, I want you guys to listen attentively to this, because now we are going gradually. One of the simplest and very apparent cycle of human life is one which the ancient observed and quickly learned to use as a basis for many of their mathematical and geometrical plans of life activities. According to this primary cycle, human life is divided into a progression of periods, each period lasting approximately 7 complete sun years, or 7 years of approximately 365 days each. We can each divide our lives into period of 7 years, and notice how each period has brought its definite result or produced effects upon our growth, development, and mastership. Period number 1. The first period of 7 years. This is the time during which our babyhood and early youth occurs, and when the fundamentals of our education and cultural development are laid. This is a period of self-discovery as far as the objective material world and our relation to it are concerned. We learn to walk and talk, control our bodies, and relate ourselves properly to our physical and material environment. Again, how many periods of life do we have? We have 7 cycles of life. 7. And this 7 cycle is all divided according to different stages of our life. Second period of the 7 years. From the 7th to the 14th birthday, certain physical changes takes place in our development, and the mental side of our nature takes a secondary place in the changes going on. Third period of 7 years. From the 14th to the 21st birthday, the physical changes drop back into secondary place, together with the mental and psychic side of human nature is developed primarily. This brings about a sense of responsibility, giving dignity, poise, and character to the individual. It is during this process that our psychological patterns get developed. The fourth period of 7 years, the 21st to the 28th year, this is a development strongly centered in the emotional nature, carrying on the unfoldment of the emotional spark that was awakened in the predecessor period. It is during this period that we struggle to acquire stability and a sense of what? Responsibility. The fifth period of 7 years, which is the 28th to the 35th birthday, we try to find creative process of our mind and the ability to visualize, imagine, and mentally create. It is during this period that a lot of great inventions and inventors make and produce great inventions, and businessmen has become energetic and successful. It is also during this period that many of the world's greatest philosophers, avatars, and mystics found the sudden cosmic illumination, which is called attunement. The sixth period of the 7 years is from the age of 35 to 42. During this period, we enter a stage of development that induces the desire to explore, investigate, and reveal knowledge of the hidden fact of life. Restlessness becomes a part of nature that makes us dissatisfied with the monotony of selfish and personal attainment. During this period, that is when we start being humanitarian. The seventh period of the 7 years is from the age of 42 to 49. The desire to rest, meditate, and become philosophically philosophical builds up in our mind. The mind is turned more strongly towards religion and philosophy. The complex yearly cycle of human life. Now, I have a table here, which I want to explain to you guys. Each year of our life from birthday to birthday is divided into 7 periods, during which certain favorable or unfavorable things happens to us. This means that each individual has a cycle of his own. The only way in which 2 or more persons may have the same cycle would be through, through this person having been born on the same day. To figure out the 7 period of each of your yearly cycle, we must begin by dividing our year into a section of approximately 52 days each. For example, if you're born on the 20th of March, you would begin with that day and count forward 52 days and another 52 days on. Do the same if you were born on the 2nd of June or any other day. Okay, so here we have a little test. Let's say, for example, you were born on, which of you is born on the, who is born on January here? January? Anybody born in January? Okay. Anybody born in February?
Yes.
Okay.
24th.
24th of February. So
yes.
Say you, Mr. Abraham, was born on the 24th of February. Okay. Now, 24th of February, you have to count 52 days forward. That is one cycle. Here we are going to figure out 7 cycles. Are you following me? Are you guys hearing me attentively?
Yes.
So we are going to go into, how many cycles did I say? 7 cycles. So you were born on the 24th. So you count 24, 25, 26. Are you counting? We need to get to 52. So you guys have to follow me to get to 52. All right, should in case I miss, you let me know. So 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, sorry, I'm missing. So let's count 52. So we start from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50, 51, 52. So from the 24th of March till the 15th of April, that is considered 52 days, right? 52 days, 1 year cycle. That is one cycle. Are you understanding? Now, these cycles have different meanings. If you can learn what I'm teaching you guys today, if you can learn these cycles that I'm teaching you today, you will be able to avoid problems and know when to do things and when not to do things. These cycles have different meanings. So 15, that is one cycle, right? So now you mark this point 15. You guys can see This is from my, you can see that I have already done some scribblings and all of that. But
Yeah.
15th of April, that is one cycle. Now you have to count from the 15th of April till it should be, so if we count 15th of April, the second cycle should be around the 14th of June. Can we count?
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52. Sorry, it's around the 5th of June. No, 5th of June. That is your second cycle. Are you understanding?
Yeah.
That is your second cycle. Now, with this, you have to now count, forward until you get to 7th cycle. Now, this encapsulates your whole year. When you are able to recognize what each cycle is going to be doing for you, then you'll be able to know how best to plan yourself. Do you understand? If you don't understand, let me know. Anybody understand what we just did? Do you understand? If you don't understand, let me know so I can, bring back my words.
Prabhu, please can you go back? Because my network was misbehaving.
Where did you hear me last?
For the 52 days.
Yes,
after 52 days.
I said that each 52 days, for example, if you were born on the 20th of March, you would begin with that day and count forward 52 days, and then another 52, etc. Do the same if you were born on the 2nd of June. Now, each 52 days is one cycle. And each cycle tells you what is to happen in your life and what are the things you can do or what are the things you should take advantage of in your life at that within that particular cycle. Our life changes every 52 days.
Okay.
And in 7 years, there's a bigger change, but in every 52 days, which comprises of 1 year cycle, there are changes. Yeah, are you understanding?
Yes, please.
So I have a question. Huh?
Yes.
So for the first 52, assuming today is my birthday, so the first 52 days, so what should I expect?
That is now.
That would be my question.
We are going to come to that. So let's assume today is your birthday. Yes.
Okay.
Happy birthday to you. Today is the 17th. Now you count 52 days from the 17th. So 50, I believe you might have done that. So 52 days from the 17th is when?
I forgot. I just forgot. We have to count 70. That is that. It'll be somewhere in June.
No, it should be somewhere in May.
May, sorry. April, May. Yeah, May. Somewhere in May.
May what? It is important that you recognize the point where your 52 days end. So from there, you can calculate your next 52 days.
It's on the 7th of May.
On the 7th of May. So that is where your 52 days, ended. That is the first cycle for you right now. And now from here, you now count to get your second cycle and, onwards. And now all this cycle, have certain things that they do, that it talks about, what is supposed to be happening in your life, what is going to happen in your life, and what you can avoid or what you shouldn't avoid. How to use the period of cycle. Here, I will outline to you how to use each period for your own benefit. Period 1, if you calculate from your birthday to a particular period, and it is the first period of your life, the period 1, which is of 52 days, during which a person should utilize every personal power and ability to advance in his own interest among persons of influence who have power or privileges to grant or to give. It is a period that is good in either seeking employment, benefits, loans, partnership, investment, or any favor. Period 2. Period 2 of what? 52 days. Don't forget. This period is different from the foregoing one. For during this period of 52 days, everything will tend to be favorably directed towards your plans regarding any journey, especially those that will not be for many months or duration. This period is especially good for making quick changes that are temporary. Third period of your 52 days. This period brings unfortunate events generally. But to some people, they may get favor because this period brings uncontrolled impulses and fiery energy that goes through the human system. It is advised that during this period, one has to be careful on how they quickly rise to anger, for a lot of destruction do happen within this period. Conversely, it is a good period to deal with enemies, competitors, and rivals. Period 4. This period brings a strong cosmic force that are mainly mental. The nervous and psychic side are more awoke. It is an excellent period to do anything that relates with using the mind. The nature of the person becomes optimistic because of the mental activity, but there is a lot of nervousness and restlessness. Period 5. During this period that it is during this period that our personal affairs expand and grow and increase. It is an excellent period for dealing with any matters that is legal or religious. It is also a good period to start a long journey. Period 6. This period brings cooperation from women, but most especially it is more favorable for women to obtain things from men. It is advised to avoid businesses because any business or venture started within this period of 52 days will not prosper. Period 7. It is a period that most problems that have been looming becomes more triggered. If a business or any other affair has been going poorly and has shown a tendency to fail and go to peace, this period when such combination, this is the period when such combination is more apt to occur. It is also a period where relationships that have been having cracks get worsened. In one sense, this period is a disruptive phase, and in another sense, it is the beginning of reconstruction for the student who follow these cycles diligently. Do you guys understand what I said? Should I repeat myself again?
No.
Is it everything I should repeat?
No.
Okay, I will repeat. Don't worry for you, I will repeat. Part 2. So I'm gonna this is to continue. I will start in part 2, but now let us talk something that you guys want to hear, that you are all eager about. Let us talk about some certain dates of birth. Now you have to write down, because I didn't write it down here because I'm leaving that for part 2, because there's so many other things to cover. So if you are born within, those that are born between this 22nd of March and the 5th of May of any year, these people inherit a lofty nature. They are very, very lofty by nature, with a deep-seated desire to achieve a high place or a high position in the esteem of the public and in the heart of their closest acquaintance. This is the energy and the secret that they bring from their past life, because in their past life, they were people of prestige. They had some power, they had some prestige in their past life. And that is why in this lifetime, they will not know, they may not do it intentionally, but they have this desire. I want to have good reputation. I want to have good position, even if it is in my work, but I want to have good position, because that is the energy that they have brought from their past life. And those people that are born between the period of March 22nd and April 17th will be more active in fighting their way to the top of the ladder of their ambition than those that are born in the period of 22nd of March to the 12th of May. People that are born between the 22nd of March to the 17th of April, they have more fighting nature, because in their past life, they were denied of a lot of things. And hence in this lifetime, they have this strong determination to pursue things. They have this strong determination and this strong ambition to pursue things. They will use all their vital energy and all of their power and every physical means to achieve any position that might put them high above people. And they will be like warriors in mastering and controlling any situation or any line of work. They have, if you put these people in any form of profession, they can easily master it. Concerns baking, cooking, they can easily master it. And you'd be like, how did these people do this? But it's just how it is, because in their past life, they were denied of a lot of opportunity. And in this lifetime, they don't want to miss out any opportunity. Those born between the period of 17th of April to May 12th will have greater tendency to seek the goals of their ambition, mainly in art. These people, they are mainly inclined towards art. So if you have children that are born within this period, don't stress yourself too much on like, oh, I want this child to study this, to do this. Naturally guide them towards art. If you have children that are born within the period of March 22nd and April 17th, you should understand that these children, they want to achieve things. So yes, guide them towards a situation whereby they are able to use their determination to achieve things for themselves. Which is also same to you also. And if you are born between the period of May 13 and July 3rd, May 13 and July 3rd of any year, these people, because of the kind of thing that they have done in their past life, when we decode the mystery of what they bring, from their past incarnation and their memories, they have characteristics that makes, the first place they bring into life is a deep-seated desire to travel. They just want to travel. They don't like to sit in one place. These people have a strong desire to travel, and they want to move about. For what? Because in their past life, they have been bound in one place for a long time. And that is why you always see, if you have children like this, you don't need to be like, why is this child too restless? Why is this child too restless? Oh, no. You should understand. They just want to travel. So this kind of children, you should guide them into anything that relates to, tourism. Anything that, relates to, tourism, can guide them towards, aircraft, transportations and all of this. Because this is their movement. They like to move. And this is where they find happiness. And if you are born within the period of, between the period of May 13th and June 8th, May 13th and June 8th, these people, they have quick intelligence. Like their intelligence is very snappy. They have quick intelligence, and they will be more apt to enter into business. They will be more prone to enter into business that permits them to use their mind. And that is why you will see within this period, you will see a lot of people that are like accountants. Because it's about calculation, it's about using the mind. Also, sometimes you'll see people that are like, psychologists also within this period. Now, why are they using their mind? They are using their mind because in their past life, they were born dull. They were born dull. They were born dull. And because they were born dull in this life, they want to use their mind. They are quick thinkers, but also they are very, very quick with their tongue. In as much as they are quick thinkers, they are also very quick, with their tongue. They are quick with their hands. These are people that when you give them a task, like they just finish it. Like, you are done already? How come? Because they are very quick. They are quick in eating, whatever they are, if you have a child that is born within this period of, May 13 and June 8, they will eat, they are quick eaters. And you also find them that they talk very fast. And because they talk very fast, sometimes they may stammer, but these people naturally like to juggle two things at the same time. They like to hold two things at the same time. So they always need something like a stimulant. Sometimes the negative side is, because of how they were in their past life. So the negative side is that they may want to juggle even two relationships at the same time. So if you have a person that is born between June 8th and July 3rd, people that are born between June 8th and July 3rd are generally, naturally, these people are very astounding. They have a very astounding character. And this character, it's more of like the intellectual world. Because they continually associate themselves with those interests or industries that deals with education. Why? Because in their past life, they were denied of this. And because they were denied of this in their past life, in this lifetime, this is what they want. If you see these people, their intellectual capacity are more reserved, and they try to discover, basically they are always trying to discover themselves. You will always find that I want to know more about myself. They are more prone about wanting to discover themselves than, another person, because they want to refine themselves. They want to make themselves more better. But they are somewhat more, these people are more stable. They are more stable, and they have this kind of intuitive way of talking. People that are born within this period of June 8th and July 3rd, they have this intuitive way of speaking that when they speak, it looks like it is a prophecy. It's just how they are. They have this intuitive, they are able to intuit into something that when they talk about it, like, this person, how did you know about this? Or how did you know that this is coming? It's just how the cosmic vibration, has been arranged around them. And then when you have a child or a person that is born between July 4th and August 24th, July 4th and August 24th. These people from their past life, the decoding, when you decode this date of birth from their past life, they carry a lot of great struggle. These people bring a lot of great struggles from their past, and this struggle also comes with some certain achievement. But it is through determination and self-mastership. And in other words, in these people, you can call them that these are people that have mastered themselves in their past life. They have, like there will be some certain obstacles others will pass through, and they'll be like, they will cry, they will break. But these people, they will pass through the obstacle and they're like, they will be more okay because they have mastered their fears, they have mastered their problems from their past life. And because they have mastered this, excuse me, they have this, they have this strong, fiery constitution that brings, courage into whatever it is they do, because they have this willpower to stick to whatever they do because of what they have mastered in their past life. And then if you have people that are born within the period of July 4th and July 31st, you see, do you see what is happening here? It is from a particular period to a particular period. It's not like, okay, if you are born in this date, this to this date. No, it's a period. So a person that is born within a period of July 4th and July 31st, these people are naturally very, very adventurous. It's just how they are. They are naturally adventurous, and they do things that cause for the, to risk their life. They like to risk things. These are the people that will take risk, and they are natural explorers. The thing with these people is that because they have been so restricted in their past life, so they want to risk anything in this lifetime. They naturally like to be outside, and they like to, they like to travel. If they are not able to travel out, they will travel around their vicinity. They will know every nook and cranny in their vicinity. Like there are some people, when you meet them, they know every village, every town, every bend, and you don't know how did they know all of these places. It is if you go and look, they fall into this category I just told you so. They know the people that have these tendencies are people that are like what you call them? In your countries, do you guys have postmen? Postmen, you have postmen, right? In your countries, people that come to deliver the post.
Yes.
Very good. So postmen naturally fall into this category because they know all houses. They know all, even the house that a person, they know all house, they know all road. And sometimes I have seen from my own empirical researches and all of that, that sometimes some people that are police officers, they also fall into these categories. They also fall into these categories. Now, when you have a child that is born between August, which period did I just say? Sorry. July 4th and July 31st, right?
Yes.
Okay. So now when you have a child that is born between July 31st and August 24th, this is divided into, August 24th. Now, these children or this person, generally in their past, they have succeeded in achieving some certain position in their life. In their past, they have succeeded in achieving something, in their life. And this naturally these people, when people meet them and they talk, they naturally talk with some certain authority. People don't like, even if they don't know the subject, even if they don't know the subject, but when they are talking, they will talk with some certain authority, like, do you know it? Then they will talk as if they know it, because in their past life, they have achieved some certain, position, some certain authority, some certain attainment in their past life. And that energy, they still carry it on in this lifetime. And that is why this kind of people, you cannot catch them in any in any topic, whatever topic you are bringing upon, they are ready for, they know it. They don't, even if they did not study for it, but they know it.
I have a sister-in-law like that. We call her Sabi too. She knows everything. And she's July 11. Well, she August 11. August 11, yeah.
So they know how. It's just because of the cosmic energy that they've brought from their past life. Now, people that are born between August 25 and October 15th, these people carry from their past life, attainment of higher knowledge. These people have been occultic masters in their past life. They have some certain higher knowledge, that they have brought. Sometimes some of these people in their past life, they were, professors or scholars. And that is why these people, when you meet them, or the kind of nature that they have is, they have more deeper understanding of situation than any other person. And these are people, when you meet them, be like, oh, these people, this is, how is this? Even if it's a child and he's talking, you'll be like, is this child talking such big sense? Like as if he knows, it's just because of what they have, what they have done in their past life. The kind of study that they've actually, these people were head of, maybe they may be head of universities in their past. To be a head of a university is something, or the head of an organization that concerns education in their past life, and hence that energy, they still bring it into this lifetime. These kind of children, naturally, one way or the other, they don't know, but they always want to gravitate towards some certain form of spirituality or some certain form of occult knowledge. Because that is, the level that they have attained in their past life. Now, for persons that is born between August 25 and September 20, these people are generally, they generally have good intelligence when it concerns education. But most often, there are more women that are born within this period than men. And more women become more successful than men. These people naturally become teachers. One way or the other, they become teachers, because it's like one way or the other, they will teach people. Even if they like it or they don't like it, people will come to them to get some knowledge. And also, one thing about these people is that because of what they have achieved in their past life, so they are naturally, those people that give you advice that you don't ask for. Like when you meet them and you tell them about a problem, they will start giving you advice. These are people like that.
Okay, I understand now. I understand now. Yeah, even when they don't ask you.
Yes.
Okay.
So these are people like that because what they have achieved in their past life. So they have this knowledge. Naturally they are considered as teachers because of the energy that they've brought from their past life. And these people naturally they like music, and they like music or poetry or art. Like when they hear, they may not be good singers, but when they hear, they have good ear for good music. And they have good ear for poetry. Like sometimes the poetry, when even though they may not be able to write, but when they hear, like it strikes them. Because of what they have achieved, in their past life. So, and then when we look at people that are born between a period of, people that are born between the period of September 20 and October 15th, these people are they naturally adapt to wherever they are. Because people in their past life, these people have tolerated them a lot in their past life, and hence in this lifetime, these people will be naturally compelled to tolerate people. whether they like it or not. Even if they like it or not, they will naturally be compelled, to tolerate people and adapt themselves to their environment. But they have very good logical reasoning and ability to make good decisions. These people, they have been well balanced, in their faculties and have great desire to balance all their thoughts and their knowledge. And if we examine the evidence, from their date of birth and this statement that I'm saying we are speaking about right now, it is a matter of, although it is a matter of dispute, but these people like to establish equality around other people. They like to appear equal, and they are the ones that they don't like anybody to show off, around them. Like they like to just, even if they have so much money, they will still dress as if they don't have anything. These are the kind of people. And if a person that is born between a period of, October 16 and December 6th, this person generally, attains some good success and fame, particularly in life. Because in their past life, they desired it, they did not get it. So in this lifetime, it comes naturally easy for them. And although their success may not always be measured in worldly things, but financially, they will be okay. But not generally for everybody. Again, not generally for everybody. But one way or the other, whether they like it or not, there's some certain recognition that always comes to these people. Now, the recognition does not have to be like maybe they will be known internationally. It can be that in their village, people will just know them. They will be popular, or in their school, they will be very popular. You understand? Because some recognition, one way or the other, certainly does come to this, to these people. And now, if you look at people that are born within this period of, if you look at the people that are born within this period of October 16 and November 12, these people are naturally very aggressive in their business, in their relationship. They are aggressive. Why? Because in their past, they were very gentle. So they are very aggressive, and most often these people don't always rise to good heights, because of some of their aggressiveness. And the negative side, the thing that these people, because, well, not just only that, but if you examine the date itself, the November 16 and November 11, it carries a lot of struggle. So there's always some certain struggle in these people's life. And sometimes these people are the ones that fall victim to, people taking advantage of them sexually, or abusively. It's because of the vibration that is in the name. And now people that are born between November 11 and December 6th, they are the opposite of people that are born between October 16 and November 11. They are opposite. Because these people, they have a very fighting spirit. They have a very fighting spirit. They are more happy and cheerful than the other people that are born between 16th of October and 11th of November. And they have very good, intelligence. Now, people that are born between December 7 and January 27, these people, they bring, with them from their past life, a benediction. And this benediction comes only through suffering. Because these people always have some certain suffering, in their life. And this suffering sometimes comes with some certain pain. And it is only after this pain and this suffering that these people becomes, rewarded with pleasure and upliftment in their life. You guys understand? So I'm going to stop this part 1 here. Part 2 continue next week. Any question?
You didn't mention my date. I was waiting for my.
Did I not mention your date? I did already.
No, you didn't. Today, you started on March
March
22nd.
till
You started on March 22nd to April 17th.
April
That's
7th.
it. That's how you
And you were born March
to 17.
March 17. Ah, okay, let me see.
Where do I fall?
March 17. Okay. Let's see what is it that March 17. Normally it is a cycle. So it goes from one period to one period.
Mhm.
So if you were born March 17, then it should be from the period of February to March. And that would be a period of, so it's supposed to be from the period of, let's see. It's supposed to be a period between January 2nd and January 20, no, this is one period. January 2nd and January 27th. A person that is born between this period, you know, they are critical, you know, and sometimes they are very, very extreme. They are naturally extreme. People that are born between January 2nd and January 22nd. And they are critical of themselves, although they are critical not in a bad way, but they have a lot of criticism, you know, in them. And people that are born between, you know, January 28th and March, this is where you fall in. January 28th and March 21st. They come with in their life, because in their past life, they were actually very dull. And hence in this lifetime, they come with a desire to want to accomplish things. Because they did not have a lot of things in their past life. So they come with a desire to want to accomplish things, you know, and they want to do a lot of important work. They have like, I want to do some important work. You know, that is the desire, you know, that they have. And they are those people that brought into others' life, that, you know, come into others' life through their own action. Like when people know them, not because of how they are, but based on what they do. These are people that, I know this person, not because of her character, but because of her work. You know, so sometimes you will see some people that like, you know, there are people that are famous because of what they do, not because of who they are. So these people,
very true.
You know, they fall into this category, you know, but they usually have a lot of they usually go through a lot of different lives because they have still a lot to learn about their life. So they always have so many birds, you know, that they have to pass through, you know, to be able to keep refining, you know, themselves. So yeah, that is that for January
28th
and March 21st. Well, this is one, there is always the A and there's the B.
Oh, okay.
If we are to look at it again, people that are born between, you know, that is January now, people that are born between February 23rd and March 25th, they are naturally the opposite of the other people that we talk about. In as much as they are not quite so serious in life, they do not seek some pleasure and happiness in relaxing or reacting from, you know, with what other people are doing. And these people, they are more serious, studious, and, you know, studious towards their occupation. These people born in this period, they have a certain inclination, or not an inclination. It's just like a fantasy, or no? Is it fantasy? How do I call it in English? They have this desire, you know, towards anything that is mysterious. Like anything that is mysterious and anything that is occult is like, Wow. Naturally,
It's true.
you know, it naturally attract them, and they have this fantasy towards it, and these people, they have this unusual tendency to go towards mysticism and occultic, and anything that is mysterious or things about the universe that is mysterious is always what appeals to them. They are naturally seen as people that they are more fortunate in material sense due to, if they follow their side towards the spirituality, occultism, and all of that, they become more fortunate financially, and all of that. But often they attain considerable fame and recognition, not in their own respective field, but mainly as a student of the universe or as a student of occult. Yes, because this is what they lack in their past life. These people will feel irritated with them because they smile a lot. They smile a lot. So people will be like, why is he always smiling? But that's how he, so.
Yeah.
Other people think I am a man, so I have to go and hide myself.
So these are the polarity, and these are the periods. Now, please study. I will be sending you guys this, for you guys to have, and you guys study. This is a very big subject matter, especially decoding the mysteries of your date of birth. It's not just like looking at, okay, you are born this, it's a deep mystery, that it's going to take me 2 times to cover this whole subject matter for people to be able to truly understand it and enlighten themselves. So any question for us before we continue? Any questions so far? Mrs. Lisette.
I was just looking at the cycles, and when you do the calculation, do you make yourself aware of that cycle and try to live the life in that manner?
Repeat again, please.
Or avoid certain things. When you do the calculation for the cycle, the 7 cycles, and to say what cycle you're in, if I was to read to say where I'm at, do I try to avoid, or if it's a good cycle, or just to live life in that manner?
Yes, you try
with these little notes you give here.
Yes, you try to avoid things, that are in that cycle.
Right.
And if that cycle is urging you towards going for it, then if you go towards the things that the cycle is indicating, then yes, you will definitely get success. But if you don't go towards it, then you get the negatives also.
But is there more information towards this, or just this?
Yes, there is more information towards it. That is why I said this is just one part. There is part 2 that goes into more deeper details, which also goes into the hours of the day.
Okay.
Hours of the day also is even divided into cycles. When you are able to understand the hours of the day, the hours of the movement of the hours, then you'll be able to know what to do in this hour and what not to do.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you for the wonderful question. Any other question, please?
Yes. Question the table with the time with the month.
Yes.
In fact, you have the different kind of calendar. You have Vedic calendars, Islamic calendars, and Georgia calendars.
Yes.
Which calendar are you supposed to use?
No, you cannot use any kind of calendar, because this calendar is specifically for 52-day cycles.
Okay.
It is specifically for 52 days, cycle. And actually in all year, in all year, in all month, the calendars falls, exactly as it is. But for now, a lot of people may be like, maybe I am in my first cycle. You should check when you are going to be calculating your cycles, you should look from January, February, March, April, May, which month you are that month, then you start calculating that cycle.
Okay.
If you want to do a yearly cycle, then you start from your birthday. Whatever your birthday is, then you start from there. You understand? But when you understand this cycle, you'll be able to avoid a lot of problems, and you'll be able to know, okay, let me do this or let me not do this. Do you understand?
Yes, please.
All right.
Thank you.
God bless you. Yes.
Baba, I don't understand. Would you repeat what you said if you're doing it from the month?
For example, this is March.
Right.
Right? This is March. So already the first cycle starts from January and goes to March.
Oh, that's for the year, not your birthday.
That is for the year.
So, oh, it's not done from your birthday?
From your birthday, you have to start from the date of your birthday, and then you start counting. Now that becomes your first cycle.
Okay, and then the other one is what?
Then the other continues, second cycle. Now this here, this one here is basically a calendar for the year. All right, like when you start from January, not everybody is born in January, but you have to start the year from January. So when you start the year from January, you count, okay, I'm in January now, so what is the first cycle that is going to come, and what are the things I need to do within this cycle?
So if I start for January, so for instance, I'm born in August, my cycle wouldn't be.
Your cycle,
it would be.
If you are born in August, then your cycle starts from the date of from August. Your first cycle will be from October.
Okay.
It will be the ending of your first cycle because it's 52 days.
Right.
So from that date of your birth in August till 52 days, which is going to end in October, that is considered as one cycle. So whatever you do within that period, you will definitely get it.
Yeah, but I don't understand why you mentioned in January.
Because you are starting the year.
Yeah, but if you're using the same information for the birth year and the month.
Yes. If you are using the same information for the birth year and yes, you are using the same information for the birth year and the month, that is also okay. But there is a difference. The difference here is that, for example, I was born August 25th. This is my birth date, right? So now if I calculate from August 25th, which is from here, you can see the cycle here. From August 25th, it's going to bring me to the 17th of October. That is the beginning of my first year cycle. For me, according to my birth date, but my birth year. But now if I'm to use the solar year, according to the solar year, I'm already starting the year from January. So if I calculate from January here, 1st of January to the 6th of March, that is considered a first year cycle. That is a general year cycle.
Okay, but so isn't that confusing to be using the same thing you use for your birth year for the general year?
No, it is not
confusing. Is that confusing the cycle? Is it going to be the same?
No, it just helps you to understand what are the things to come. Because like I said, this is just part one. There's the part two, which also includes what? The hours in the cycle. If you want to use the cycle based on your birth date, it is okay. But if you want
Which one is better to use?
Use it for your birth date. It's better. Because you are just starting. You are just starting. So
also, I have a question.
Oh,
But also
Okay,
the yearly
bye-bye.
one is going
let
to
me finish.
affect you.
Wait. So use it for your birthday.
Okay.
All right. It is okay.
Okay.
Because now you are just starting, you are just being introduced, to it. All right.
Okay. Because I already did a little calculation myself, so.
Very good. So if you've done a little calculation, then your first cycle starts from, your first period starts from, that August till the 52 days. So within that period of 52 days, whatever, try to do things within that period, try to look for favor, try to get favor, it definitely will come to you.
Okay.
Okay. And
All right.
who was asking the questions?
Thank you.
God bless you.
Oh, I was saying, so the yearly one can affect you without you knowing, if you don't know where you are.
Yes, actually, a lot of people don't know. This is good. A lot of people don't know where they are. Because, for example, right now, a lot of people are still in their cycle for 2022.
Wow.
You understand? If we are to calculate the year cycle, some people are still in their cycle for 2022. For example, let's take me for an example, right? So if you calculate from August 25th till October 17, that is my 1 year. Right? Now, if you calculate from October 17 till 14th of December, that is my 2-year cycle.
Oh, yeah.
Now, same way now, if you go from 14th of December till
January,
3rd of
February,
that is my 3rd cycle.
Ah, so you are on your 4th cycle.
Do you understand it now? Yeah, you understand it?
Yeah. Ah. Yeah, I understand.
Very good. Any question?
Yes, Baba. So what to expect, what to do and what not to do, is the same thing apply for this general cycle?
Yes, it is. Because it's practically the same cycle. It is the same.
Okay.
And the period that the cycle is telling you, it's all divided into 7.
Okay.
7 of
Yeah, okay. Because it was kind of confusing, because if maybe I'm on my 5th cycle from 2022 now, and then I go and calculate it based on the general cycle, is it gonna give me the same result?
No, it won't.
Oh, okay. So which one should I follow then?
I
should follow both.
Date, the year cycle, which is your date of birth, from your date of birth.
Okay, Baba.
I spoke about following the year cycle because I was thinking that I'm already talking to advanced people. You guys are not yet so advanced like that, so just follow the year cycle. You understand? Okay. Mr. Blaine.
Yes, Baba. Thank you.
So far. Mrs. Ya, you've not said anything. And Irene, I've not heard from you. Are you sleeping?
No, I'm here.
Are you understanding?
I'm here.
Yes.
We have 2 Irene.
Okay.
My question goes for the 7-year change, so I'm going to wait till next week.
Okay. It's not a problem. Okay. No question from you, Mrs. Ya?
Yeah, I just said that my question goes towards the 7-year change, so I will wait till next week.
Okay, all right. Mr. Blay, no question?
I'm trying to think about something.
Okay, but do you understand this calendar?
I understand it small.
Let us start.
Please, let's use mine. my date of birth as an example. I was born on 30th April.
30th of April. So if you're
April,
born
yeah. So
April, which
22nd.
Yeah, right?
22nd,
So
yes.
count 52 days from this 30th of April.
That would be 22nd June.
22nd of June.
June.
That is considered as one cycle.
One cycle. Okay.
So within this period, one cycle, first period. Within this first period, it is a 52 days that rounds. And within this 52 days, if you try to approach people that have authority, people that have power to ask for help, for favor, you will get it.
Okay.
You understand? So if you
understand
use the cycle, then you know how to, achieve things in your life and know, okay, for 52 days, I think this is not a good period, so let me just avoid, things for 52 days.
Okay.
Understand. A lot of people break their head unnecessarily. And that's why sometimes some people, when they approach me like, oh, sir, I want to travel, I don't know what's happening. I just look at them like, just wait for this number of period. And then you wait. Because we calculate, okay, from this date of their birth to this date, they are running a particular period. Now, if they are wait within this period to this period, okay, it's not auspicious for them. So wait to the next cycle when it starts. That everything starts.
Okay. Okay. So the next cycle, the next 52 days, what again? Is it an auspicious time to do something else?
That's it. So I already gave periods. These are periods.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
The period.
I've seen them. Okay. I've seen them.
Very good. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, Mrs. Lisette. Any more questions for me? Okay. All right. All right. So thank you all very much. You guys have been wonderful. And see you all next week for the continuation of this cycle. And have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful night. God bless you. And
thank you.
bye. And to some of you, I will be sending you the link, and I will be sending you the recording. Not today. It will have to be tomorrow or maximum on Monday. I'll send you the recording and also this file for you guys to be able to see and read for your own, betterment. Thank you. And to some of you that are listening to this audio or that will be listening to this audio in the future, please kindly pay attention to the table and follow the cycle as we've calculated, the 52-day cycle, to know what to avoid and what not to avoid. In the time being, all for being wonderful. You guys have been wonderful. And
thank you very much.
God bless you and good night.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.